last video I made about vehicles, I was actually telling you guys about the new BMW that I bought, which does not have a key. So in that case, I had to make a key, and I told you guys that I'm going to make a video as soon as we're ready to start it. So I've actually got the key. Here it is. This is the key that I got. I think this cost me about 300 bucks. Yeah, so it was 300 for one, and they said I could actually get two for 500, but I didn't go for two. I only chose one because I have limited budget, but maybe in future I'll go for two. You guys will be hearing this car for the very first time, but there is more to it. I have a little more stuff to show you guys. Just look at the beauty of this. We're going to start it, so you set it here, typical BMW style. This is the 35D, so which means it's a diesel. It comes with the iDrive system. I mean the kind of newer iDrive, and I'll actually talk you guys through it, but first, like I said, let's start it so you guys can hear how it sounds. The first time I started the vehicle, there were a bit of issues. The engine light was on, ABS, almost all the lights were on, and I think that is simply because the vehicle was actually packed for a very long time. So with people who are not, who don't know, so normally with the police seized vehicles, when they take the car, they hold it for probably 2-3 months before it comes on the auction. That could be the cause. Even the brakes were rusty and all that. That's why I'm getting the warnings on the dash that change brakes and all that. But I've been using it for a minute. I've been taking it to work here and there, and I must say I am very impressed with this vehicle. But I'm going to talk you down more on why I am. I think maybe a car wash can reveal how beautiful it is. I haven't actually washed it, and the fun part is, since I bought it, I haven't even put any fuel. I haven't even topped up any gas on it, so it's doing the job. It came with a half tank of diesel, and I've been using that for I think 2-3 days now for work and back, and it's still holding up pretty well. The nice thing I like about this car is that, let me show you guys. The clock is in kilometers, okay? The previous one that I got over there is in miles. So sometimes it becomes a bit difficult because you may think you are doing the right speed limits, but you're a little above it. It's not that of a big deal, but I guess I had to mention. Another thing I love about it is the color of the seats. I'm not sure what color this is, kind of chocolate brownish color, which it looks very neat. It looks decent, and it fits the vehicle very well. If you guys can see this side as well, it's also on the panels, and it's very decent. There is more to mention. This particular one does have the heated steering, so if you press on this button here is going to heat up the steering. So in winter, like now, the steering is very cold, so if I hit on that, it's going to heat it up, and I will not have issues touching the steering. It also have heated seats. It heats these seats very well, and with the seats you can adjust this, so it now becomes more like a gaming chair. So instead of having my legs a bit closer, I can move the let me show you guys. So not that one. Yep, so that is it. So if I'm sitting in that chair, I can press this button here, and it's going to move this so I can sit very well. And I really love this feature. It's not on the other one. They are kind of like almost a lot of things that are here which is not there. But once again, this is 2012, that is 2008. Another thing is the iDrive. Okay, so this is the iDrive system, the things that you see on the screen. All right, you operate it from here. Okay, so this is more recent. This has Bluetooth, it has aux, USB, 360 sensors. It has almost everything on it. It has guys, you know what, there's a bunch of things here. That it has navigation. It can also tell you the vehicle information. So if there is something wrong with the vehicle, you don't even need an OBD scanner or something to find what the problem is. So you just operate it and it tells you everything. So here it says all the tires are fine, and then if you go down, it will tell you the engine oil level, whether you are minimum, low, or whatever. So it's kind of it's got some nice things going on there. And if I can go further, let me unlock. Okay, so this is more kind of also on the other vehicle, and that is to do with the sunroof of this vehicle. Okay, so the X5, and I'm sure even the X6 and X3, they got similar, I mean, things going on there. It has a big sunroof, and when I'm talking about a big sunroof, I'm not talking of the normal sunroofs that you see. Okay, some call this panoramic or whatever, or moonroof. So this thing does not open half, it opens all the way. It's like the entire car can go back. So first you have this here. Let me put on the light. It's off. Okay, on. Okay, so you press this button and the curtains will go back. All right, it's going all the way back. You see? Now you can open the sunroof half, or you can open it all the way back. And now it's like this car does not even have anything on top of it, which is crazy. Like, I love this. It also has the same thing on the other vehicle, but it's a very nice touch that BMW implemented there. I know this is not on all the X5s, but I love their sunroofs, man. So there are kind of like a few stuff going on here which is not on the other vehicle as well. But another thing I can remember is that the sound system seems a bit decent on this one as compared to that one. I'm not sure what is happening there, but this sounds very well. I mean, it's got like bass, a good bass, and like it sounds pretty good compared to that one. That one also sounds good, but I will choose this over that. All right, that's just me. And the last thing that I'm going to mention about this vehicle compared to that one is, since this being a diesel, is going to be way cheaper on diesel as compared to that. So like I said, the vehicle came with half tank of diesel, and I've done like 2-3 days driving this vehicle and it's still intact. Like, guys, it's still intact. This vehicle here, I used to put about 100 every week if I have to go to work. It's not really bad in terms of consumption, but if you are someone who loves speeding, then I guess this is not the best choice. This will be the best choice, because with this vehicle, it's let me not use the F word, it's extremely fast and it's very reliable on diesel. So this vehicle here, I think originally it comes with 265 horsepower, but I don't know what the previous owner did. I don't know how or where they took the vehicle to. Let me show you guys. Like, talking is cheap, right? Let me just show you guys. I'm sure it's a bit noisy, but I can't do anything about this. So this diesel vehicle, once again, this is the 3.5D, and it's actually a 3-liter with a single turbo. And normally with original, specifications of this engine, they come with a few emission controls that helps the vehicle, not to harm the environment and all that. If you delete all this factory stuff, it adds some extra power to this vehicle, and that is what the previous owner did. So they did deleted the DPF, so that is no longer intact. I don't know if you guys can see it. That is no longer working. And then I'm not sure what they did here. That thing going on there, I don't know if you guys can see it, that blue thing. So they've done a few modifications here and there, They've deleted the DPF. They've also deleted the EGR, and now you're kind of getting like a crazy performance, but at the same time you're getting a reliable daily, which is good on diesel. It's very insane. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And this is not how it actually sounds. I'm sure this is not how it sounds from factory. This vehicle is supposed to be quiet than what it's sounding now. This is very loud. It is very loud, and especially when you get on the highway, it's just so insane. Another thing I like to mention, you saw that? Let me do it again. There we go. All right. So that feature is not on the other vehicle. The other vehicle, you have to use your hands to open it all the way, and you have to use your hands to close it all the way. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I guess it is what it is. But I kind of understand, because this one right here is 2012 once again, and this one right here is 2008. So with this particular one, it does have the 3-liter inline 6, naturally aspirated, no tables, nothing. So what happened to my windshield? It looks like it's cracked more than I thought. Is that how it was before? Because it looks massive. Maybe I just can't remember, but anyways, so this is the 3-liter one. This is the 2008 version, and it's kind of similar. I mean, it's kind of similar if you look at the joystick, everything. The only difference is this button here is not on that. They've changed this section on that, so it's a bit different. Here you don't get any navigation, you don't get any Apple CarPlay, you don't get any Bluetooth. It's just FM, USB, and the USB is broken, and it uses aux and CD, and pretty much it. That's why I bought this aftermarket unit here. So this gives me Apple CarPlay, this gives me Android Auto, navigation system, SoundCloud. Like, it does gives me, it brings the car to life. Okay, it also has a camera at the back. Yep. So that camera at the back, anytime I'm driving, it records. I mean, it records the whole route. Wherever I go, whatever I do, whatever I say, is being recorded. So if, let's say, by any chance an accident happens, I will be able to retrieve the footage from here. So yeah, if ever you are getting the lower version, like 2006, I mean 2007, 6, 7, 8, up to, I think they started the Bluetooth and the newer infotainment system from 2010, I believe. So if ever you don't have that, you can always buy this. It's a very nice feature. It's a very nice touch. So this is what I was talking about. With this one, it's in miles, okay, and then the kilos are very small down it. So this is the kilos, and this is the miles. Sometimes it confuses me. You may think, oh, you are going 40 kilos, but this is 40 miles. In reality, you are doing somewhere 80 to 100, which is crazy. So that's something that I dislike about this vehicle. With this particular one, there is no heated seats. There is no, you cannot adjust this portion. Remember, with the other one, I can pull this, but this one you can't. So how your position is how you need to stay. That's it. So with this one, you also have the manual function to adjust to different levels. You do have 3 options, but there isn't much to do as compared to the other one. I mean, this vehicle was a very fun vehicle when I first got it. I mean, when this guy wasn't there, I was really enjoying this. And you know, it's very funny because it's like a man in a relationship. When you have your wife, you think your wife is very good and sweet until you get a new wife, huh? I'm not saying you should cheat, but I'm just trying to put some sentence here. So yeah, this also has the same roof. It's actually the same thing, the same, nothing different from that one. So pretty much a few limitations here and there. This one also does not have the heated steering, so you need to heat yourself up. The steering does not get warm, it's just the way it is. And a few touches here and there. I would say this is like basic. This is nothing really crazy. I really enjoy this vehicle, and the main reason why I had to jump to the diesel is simply because I wanted something more fast, which is also light on gas or light on diesel. That is why this guy came into my life and I've really not regretted buying this vehicle. This vehicle, if I even get to 70 and I see another one again in a good condition, I will keep buying it with no regrets. So with this, I mean, it's a gas, it's not bad. If you really need something daily and you have no option, I mean, if you don't get the diesel ones, there's no problem choosing this. This is a very reliable, fun car. I've had this for I think 2-3 months now, and the diesel one I've had it for I think it's getting to a month. So they pretty much they've served its purpose. They really treated me well. This one also have a few imperfections, like this being cracked and this being broken, but overall nothing really to complain about. So if ever you are in Alberta, or if ever you find yourself in Alberta looking for a car by any means, I'm selling this. Yep, I'm selling it, and I've done a few things to it since I got it. I've changed the brakes at the back. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. So that is changed. The brake disc is changed, the wheel bearing is changed, and the brake pads is changed from the back side. The front side, I didn't really get the time, so I didn't do it. And I think that's the only thing that one may have to do when he or she buys this car from me. Service was done a few weeks ago, so not even weeks, like a couple of days ago, so it's still got more life left. This one got 270 kilometers on it, and that one has a crazy amount of kilometers on it. I think it's now on 340, which some may say because it's a diesel it's not bad, but it's still high. But anyways, I love that very well, man. I really don't regret buying that vehicle. So yes, guys, if you are watching this and you are interested in buying my BMW X5, I'm letting it go for an amount of 5,500, and that should be pretty much it. If ever you have an interest, reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, email directorvim@gmail.com, and we'll take it from there. Alberta registered, no accident reported, brand new tires all around. The crazy thing about Canada is it gets warm for a few moments and then the next thing it's cold. Now we are in spring, and I was just shooting this outside and I'm freezing, so I had to come in. BMW X5 35D and the 2008 3-liter SI X5. They are both a great vehicle. It all depends on what your budget can get you. I mean, obviously the petrol is going to be cheaper than the diesel in terms of buying, but maintenance wise the petrol will be much cheaper than the diesel. Diesel is more expensive to fix. When something breaks here, I'm fucked, but there, when something breaks there, it's easy to repair as compared to this. And this, I'm talking about mechanical aspect. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If ever you need a vehicle, like I said, just reach out to me. Yeah, even if it's not about the X5, I do have other vehicles that are lying around here. It's cold, but to get the sunlight in here, I need to keep the roof open. If you have any questions, do not forget, drop it in the comment section. I'm more than willing to answer everything you may want to ask me. So thanks for coming. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.